Hello student, hope you are going through all the video lecture. Today in electrostatic, I will discuss about potential energy. Before knowing the potential energy, first you have to know what is conservative force or non-conservative force. Because we have to know these things before deriving this expression of potential energy. So what is conservative force? Already you read in class 11 or we already discussed in class 11 that when the force work done due to a force does not depend on power, independent of power, then the forces are called conservative force, and the forces and the work done due to forces which are depend on power, that forces are called non-conservative force. Example of conservative force is like gravitational force, electrostatic force. These are conservative force, and non-conservative force are like viscous force, frictional force. These are non-conservative force. Like gravitational force, as electrostatic force is also conservative one. So, let me give one example how potential energy and work done depends on each other. Now, in case of gravitational force of attraction or gravitational potential energy, now suppose one body or object is placed here, and by using a force, this chalk is shifted to this much distance. So now potential energy here increases by using external force. So, work done we can easily find out. So work done by me is direction of the force and direction of the displacement is same. So work done by me or by external force for shifting this chalk from this point to that point is positive, because angle between displacement and force is same. Now here potential energy at this place is potential energy increases, but in case of gravitational force, what is the direction of gravitational force? Always towards the towards the surface of the earth, means along this direction downward. So work done due to gravitational force for shifting this chalk from this point to that point is negative, because displacement is along this direction and gravitational force is along downward direction. So angle between these two vectors is 180 degree. So work done for shifting this chalk from this point to that point is negative, but potential energy here increases. So as already told that gravitational force is a conservative force. So due to any conservative force, the work done is always negative to the change of potential energy. So mathematically we can write for conservative force that if change of potential energy, let potential energy at higher point, if it is denoted by or B point, let that higher point is B, UB, and at lower point UA, then so this is the change of potential energy minus W A to B. This is the relation between change in potential energy and work done due to a conservative force. This expression we have to use to derive the potential energy at any point. So, or you can write also that if it is change in potential energy is denoted by del U, then del U equal to minus of W A to B. Here A to B means work done from A point to displacing the particle or object from A point to B point. Or another way we can write W A to B equal to minus of del E. Okay. So these are different types of relation between work done and potential energy due to a conservative force. Now we have to use this formula. Now first, as electrostatic force is also conservative force, so we have to use this formula to derive the relation between work done and potential energy. So we use this formula. Now here we have to find the potential energy due to this point charge. Now here we are considering a Q1 charge at this point and Q2 charge at that point. Now any instant of time, now this Q2 charge is displacing or moving from A point to B point. At any instant of time we have considered that this Q2 charge is situated at r distance, at a distance of r from Q1 charge at this point. So first we have to find the work done. So from Coulomb's force of repulsion, because both charges are positive, so Coulomb force of repulsion is, and we are considering these both charges are in free space or vacuum or air. So 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. This is the repulsive force due to Q1 charge on Q2 charge. Now as this force is, it is depends on r, so this force is not constant. So to find the work done for moving this Q2 point charge from A point to B point, we have to integrate. So work done W A to B equal to integration R A to R B A dr. RA is the distance of A point from Q1 charge and RB is the distance of B point from Q1 charge, as it is shown in figure 1. Okay. So integration RA to RB, putting the value of A 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square dr. Okay. Now, so therefore WAB work done. Now this Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught is a constant taking out from the integration. So RA to RB 1 by r square dr. Now doing the integration, what we have? So Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r square means minus of 1 by r, lower limit is RA, upper limit is RB. So this is equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught first. So 1 by RA by 1 by RB. This is the work done. This much work done we have to do have to done by the electrostatic force of repulsion to displacing this Q2 charge from A point to B point. Okay. Now from the definition from the earlier already discussed that for relation between this potential energy and work done due to conservative force. So now using that relation, as electrostatic force is a conservative force, now using that relation, so UB minus UA equal to minus of W A to B. Okay? Okay, this is the relation we already discussed. So, now UB means potential energy at B point due to this Q1 charge, and UA means potential energy at A point due to Q1 charge. So, UB minus UA. Now putting the value of WAB from this equation here, we have minus of Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA minus 1 by RB. Okay? So UB minus UA equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now multiplying minus here 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. This is the expression of change of potential energy due to these 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 within the point A and B. Now, as potential energy due to 2 point charges at infinite distance is infinity, at infinite distance it is 0. So, using that condition, if we want to find the potential energy at only r distance, so putting this condition, if B equal to R and A equal to infinity, then at r distance UR minus U infinity, R means potential energy at r distance, and U infinity means potential energy due to this pointer at infinite distance. So Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by R minus 1 by infinity. Okay, so change of potential or UR. Now potential energy due to this point charges when they are separated at infinite distance is 0. We have to consider. So UR equal to U infinity equal to 0. So UR equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught by 1 by infinity equal to 0. So this is the expression of potential energy due to 2 point charges separated between r distance when they are placed at in free space or vacuum or air. So this is the expression of potential energy due to these 2 point charges. Now potential energy is a scalar quantity. So potential energy due to many numbers of charges, we have to use that formula. This Q equal to summation Ij Qi Qj Rij, where I is not equal to J. This is the potential energy due to many numbers of charges when they are placing very close to each other. That expression we have to use, means potential energy of system of charges. Okay? Just write here U only. Do not need to write Ui. Okay? Clear? So just go through this, and again I am repeating that this formula is very, very important. We have to use many numbers of times this formula. So just go through this video lecture, and already had given to you Okay? So thank you.